Okay, this is the Impromptu Podcast. This is the first edition. We're calling it Impromptu Podcast because we are filming it live from the Hive. And we have a couple of guys in the house. And we're going to talk shit. Because we always talk shit here. Yeah, man. So don't expect a schedule of that shit. It's just basically shit. About various variants of shit. Nigeria. So the first shit we're going to talk about today is Asiwaju's video.
Yeah.
Jagaban. I felt so too. But let's get back to it. Uti, how's the sound? You know, it's all right? We're doing okay? Okay. So, Asiwaju's video, right? Now, guy did a video, and it's in Yoruba, and he called the governor, Eli. A governor, a full
doses.
grown governor.
See, but see.
Wait, let's not get into it. Okay, you know what?
Who is a governor?
He's a kingmaker.
He's a president maker. So who is a governor in the grand scheme of
Okay. Let's before we get into it, I want to get the opposition side.
Opposition.
And there's no more opposition. It's fact.
Who's the opposition?
I think
Olupi's opposition.
I have the real opposition in Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
Now, so let me know even this thing. I have, I will in future episodes you will know who opposition is. But opposition is it's more opposition than PDP. So, so opposition. I want to think what do you feel about Jagaban's video.
I would be very interested in this discussion.
What I feel about that video, I think he showed a desperate man that just wanted to claim power at all costs. Now, BAT as he is, yes, he claims he made a lot of people.
He did.
He provided power for the president.
The machinery.
He provided power for the Ogun State governor where he was yesterday. But trust me, he doesn't understand that Buhari came in with 12 million votes every time he actually went for an election.
Twice, not true.
No, so if Buhari had gone in with 12 million votes, anybody could have gone to align with Buhari and won the election.
But anybody did it.
So basically, that's what I'm just looking at. So for him to have come out to come and say that he made the president, I think that is a fallacy. That is wrong.
That is an argumentative fallacy.
I'm telling you.
So I want to push you further.
Okay.
And say, so apart from, so you have talked about that making Buhari, and so what do you think about him pointing out
a sitting governor
and setting, delegates and people in the Southwest, basically saying, I made you all. Because I've heard arguments saying that it's an emotional thing. So
I think what has happened to BAT recently is that he's a drowning man, and what you are seeing right now is that he's just trying to impose himself, trying to tell everybody that it's his turn. His turn like how? As the southwest part of the country told him that you are our representative. First of all, there's a Sheyi Makinde in your state, number one.
Who is Sheyi Makinde?
Wait, but he's a governor. He's a governor.
Okay. I'm going to introduce a strong BAT. See, I realize a bit American tobacco. BAT supporter here, in our guy here. So so I've heard the allegations that have come out. So what do you think?
Yeah, I think the past couple of hours today on social media and every other print media, they've been embarrassing. I think Nigerians should give Tinubu more respect I'm
I
disappointed.
respect.
I'm highly disappointed in Nigerians. Tinubu, for a man of his caliber, people ridicule him, bring him down, talk to him like as a non-entity. A man that fought for Nigeria
Don't graduate.
and Nadeko. The man came to Lagos and transformed Lagos.
Transformation.
This is how we treat him. I'll tell him thank you. That video was a reminder.
Yeah.
You have to shake
Jagaban.
tables to those who don't know. Just to refresh memory.
Yes.
Simple tell us me and me. That lady who be that? Wait, you know about Baboni before? You know someone before?
How will you call a sitting governor eléyìí?
Ọmọ ẹ̀ ní now, like raise am now.
Ọmọ ẹ̀ báwo?
Okay, if Tinubu 2001 thing, we'll do the whole
Tinubu raised
thing.
a candidate in Oyo State and he lost.
See,
What do you say about
if you
that?
look at his win ratio, is higher than his loss ratio.
Looking at his losses. Look at his
No, is higher than his loss ratio.
No, he's wins. He's claiming win. No, he's claiming wins for himself. He didn't think that it was a party win. It was a party win, not an individual win.
Exactly, yes.
So
but it's
basically,
influencing
the way it looks up, I start to correct you again, and I'm telling you again that Buhari came in with 12 million votes at every point in time.
But it was never enough. It was never enough.
So how many?
Yes.
3 times.
No, second time was
anybody
yes.
that
Second time,
actually,
yes.
anybody that
So
actually,
Tinubu
everybody
brought
that
the
actually had
strategy.
alliance with Buhari was going to win an election.
Yes.
Tinubu got it right
Yes.
by that, but he shouldn't claim it to himself that
He was in the machinery. Guess
He was
what?
in the machinery.
See, all you that joined, I met you joining. All those big stars that joined. It was Tinubu that brought those guys in now.
Okay.
See, do you know why Peter Obi cannot win this election? Sadly, as he's a nice guy, it's cool. He talks a lot. It's good.
Wait, who cannot win the election?
Peter Obi.
Peter Obi. Okay.
Because you need the money. Tinubu
The money.
brought this power, brought men. Hey, they come maybe 50 billion. So they but Sanwo-Olu they use.
we heard that Mechi dropped the most money for Buhari's campaign.
Nah,
Trust me.
Tinubu bring am come now. I bet you say Tinubu enter and say.
Okay. So now I want to add another thing now. So I saw on Twitter, right? I saw on Twitter, a source of a big man. A source of a big man. Why? Don't be distracted. We are discussing. A source of a big man said that we have a soldier man down. So a source of a big man came and said they were a bit upset because they felt that they helped. And you know that no one of those sources of those big men, right? They felt that, they felt that no, it's about doing the source. They felt like they actually helped.
No, but what did the
They helped.
No, Tinubu built that machinery. He brought men together.
Wait.
Men.
We're not saying he did. Yes, he brought. For you to, there was a very singular phrase. And I want you to expatiate in the singularity of that because he said, Emi Noshele. I'm saying Yoruba, my Yoruba is not great, but I'm trying to.
I think the truth is that Tinubu feels betrayed.
He said it's my job right now.
He had an agreement with Buhari. And Buhari is now
Sorry,
Yes.
sir. Point of correction.
Yes.
Tinubu is claiming that they want to disenfranchise him from these primaries.
Yes.
That's what he's claiming.
Yes.
But what is his antecedents in Lagos State? He disenfranchised Ambode. This recent election, recent primaries that brought in Solo as the candidate, the people that wanted to contest against Sanwo-Olu, they locked them out at Onikon Stadium.
That's unconfirmed reports.
That was very confirmed reports. Very confirmed reports.
Speculative.
No, it's not speculative. I will give you.
That's our detractors.
Oh, those are who's detractors? I am telling you that Tinubu as a person has not been democratic in Lagos State, and he wants a free and fair election at the national primaries. It cannot be possible. They will serve him breakfast.
There's the other party. Now, guess what? Now, wait. People get this wrong. APC is a private organization. So whatever Tinubu does in AP is APC. But now it's left for Nigerians to choose between APC candidates, PDP, CPC, LPP, and the likes. So the fact saying they control a party na him own. But what he's telling you is that see, I've done enough for this party.
You said APC is a private entity. I don't understand.
Now.
Private entity in what sense?
No. That delegates they choose. Delegates choose the ticket. The whoever goes. So it's not us now.
Buhari is the leader of the party, and Buhari has said, "Please give me the chance to nominate a consensus candidate."
Because he wan put in guy for there. So yeah.
So Tinubu has been putting his consensus candidates in Lagos State. Why can't they put a consensus candidate in?
Who is Buhari? Who is Buhari?
With 12 million votes every year, every election.
Okay, wait. I want to give a small start. So I saw this start today, and it said that when Atiku and Tinubu came together. Wait, what's this side talk? We are watching you. This is an open podcast. There's transparency in this podcast. Yes, we are giving it raw. See, there's no editing in this podcast though. We are giving it raw. No, we are calling service name.
Please.
Anyway,
yes.
Let's get back because it's she's not that serious. Anyway, back to saying that I have lost my train of thought.
So what I'm saying now is that I think Tinubu is hot because he had a verbal agreement with Buhari. I know in law, the verbal agreement is binding.
Allow that, fam. Allow that.
So even his boys, Osinbajo should not contest.
Can I say something?
Tinubu. If somebody say, "Hey, Osinbajo mo fẹ́ lọ o," you say, "Ah, Baba."
I disagree with that.
Sorry, sir. You said
I disagree
verbal agreements in law is binding.
It's legally binding.
I don't understand.
It's correct. But not
Wait, evidence. And a lot of parties in the party have said they were not part of that agreement.
It's politics only online now.
Wait,
it's not
if
politics.
your word against mine, how do you want to prove it?
You are not a monarchy.
But then the truth of the matter is, as a human being, let me not say as a man, right? Your word is your bond, right? What you say, you're supposed to be able to back it up.
Sorry, as a party, two people cannot have a binding agreement when there's a party.
It wasn't two people. It wasn't just the two of them.
So if Tinubu has said that he had an agreement with Buhari, he should list the people that were part of that agreement.
And then,
he has not listed them.
And that's something that we can do in the future.
No, we should do. No. So if your word against mine shows that there's no agreement.
No. Amechi said he was not involved in that meeting.
Amechi said he wasn't part of that agreement, and he's also a political. He's also a.
You know what? So it just shows that they declare.
You can sit down.
No, understand. It just shows the clear gang up against Tinubu in the APC, and Buhari is pulling the strings. And Tinubu has to come out that way. That you know what, guy, come back and let's discuss this thing. You know it happened in the last election. So before last election, Tinubu and Buhari fell out. Election came closer. Buhari reached out again. They became friends, and that's the. So this second that happened to us. I'm not tribalistic, but remember IBB and MKO were friends. Then our agreement. IBB went there. Oyiwe.
They killed MKO.
Now same thing happening now. Before you know now, EFCC will carry Tinubu.
And that one is not a problem.
Paul Jagaban of Lagos. Jagaban. They have to beg him to even if he steps down, now because he won't step down.
Okay, so I'm not going to be too much involved in this conversation, but I have only one question, one or two questions.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
See, matters of politics, right? I don't get involved because one, I'm not in that realm of. I'm not in that space, so I can't really argue so much because a lot of people are more current and conversant than I am. But I have Just 1.5 questions. I pray that I remember the half when I get into this question. Tinubu, I have respect for him. I have my ideologies about him.
Wadagba.
I don't wait. I'm not sure I'm on with this trying to be president right now because I feel he's just trying to.
He's ambitious. See,
Flex
I respect
muscles.
people that.
And I feel that he's not capable physically and
It's social media that say that one. No.
no,
That is just social media story.
Look, let's look at Jagaban.
If you're looking about
he's
physical
frail.
capabilities, a lot of world leaders today
Yes, I
would
know
have
that
failed
sometimes
it.
it's about
Joe
the
Biden is
mental.
what 1 million years old. He talks even slower than Tinubu, walks even slower than him as well. So
Even I don't like forever.
let's not do that. Like
That's even one question.
they really have.
It's been in politics before James Bond was premiered.
No, so basically, we are not trying to say that Tinubu is not capable to run for this election.
Leader.
Everybody has a right to run for this election. But when Tinubu is saying that he was the one that brought in so person into the election, into power, he brought the president into power.
Facts only.
He
Facts only.
brought the governor.
Facts only. Facts only. Facts only.
No. I want to ask him. Tinubu as a guy, they've been talking about restructuring the country, restructuring the constitution and all that. Has he tried to restructure Lagos State even? Now, Tinubu as a guy has empowered agberos in Lagos State. Why do you think when he gets to the national level that he's not going to go and empower?
The table is scattering.
He's not going to go and empower all of these touts at the national level. That's my question to ask. Now, Tinubu as a guy as well, he has been talking about fair and fair elections. Has he created fair and fair elections in Lagos State? No way. Tinubu has been talking about restructuring local governments, everything. Do you know that in Lagos State and other states, the state still collects local government allocations?
Okay, let me respond. So I don't forget.
And local governments are meant to be the closest to the
Let me respond to
masses.
some. If you I remember.
Please, I want you to answer this question.
About the restructuring of the country and of the states, I'm afraid to say Tinubu is not in the. He's not a member of the House of Representatives or House of Rep or House of Assembly, so he can't propose such. He can't move such bill, such motion. He's not also not a member of Lagos State House of Assembly, so he's just a private citizen like you and I. It's going to be very difficult to do so.
A private citizen with a lot of clout.
Gay.
No. All he can do is just to say it on media. But
Are you a delegate?
no, I'm not a delegate.
Aspiring delegate.
I'm not a delegate. I just remember history. I know how Tinubu fought for us, Nigeria. In the Eco days, risked his life. Abacha went after him.
And nothing is guaranteed.
No,
It's his time.
So sorry to say this. He said Tinubu is not a member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, or neither is a part of the National Assembly. So he cannot move all those motions to restructure. Okay, fine, I agree with you on that. Now I'm asking you a question right now. I'm taking you back to 1999. I'm taking you back to 1999 when the Nadeco people came in and they wanted to choose a governor for Lagos State.
Yeah.
And at the primaries, Funsho Williams was alleged to have won that election.
Yeah. It was alleged actually.
Yeah, and they told Funsho Williams to step down. The people that told him to step down were people like Pa Abraham Adesoya,
Yeah.
Alhaji Daudu.
Alhaji Daudu.
They told him to step down
Gali Daudu.
because Tinubu sponsored Nadeco.
Yeah. For a mobile day.
So basically what I'm saying was that they told Tinubu to do one term after one term, Funsho Williams was going to come in for a second term. So I'm going to the betrayal part that a lot of people are asking.
Speculative.
Wow.
So right
coming.
now,
I'm coming.
I like. Wait,
I'm coming.
Before we get that, I've not said anything since. Please, can we let Olufi finish?
Yeah.
so at the point that they were going to the second term election, Tinubu reneged on the agreements with the party, and he told them that I'm going to run for a second term. Funsho Williams is not going to come. And you know what happened afterwards? Funsho Williams crossed to PDP. And what? He didn't lose. He was killed.
He died before the election.
They killed him.
Funsho Williams was killed at
But no AD
Funsho
guy.
Williams was killed, and Tinubu got into power the second term. And after he got into power the second term, do you know what happened afterwards? All of the Nadeco leadership, he kicked them out. He kicked them out from the party.
You are forgetting what happened.
No, he kicked them out and formed another party. And that was what happened. So when he kicked them out, he gained power.
But still ready for long ago.
What did he say?
No, let me
Second term, Tinubu formed, he changed Action Congress to AD.
Alliance for Democracy.
Alliance for Democracy. Yeah. Exactly what he did.
How's AD now?
No, he now changed that to Alliance
Action Congress from AD to Action
Tell me
Congress.
what happened now. You know Ganu Daudu even ran against Tinubu. I forgot.
They ran against him because he reneged against the agreement they had with him.
What if 282 they renegade? So why they go against him?
So what I'm asking you right now is that when you talk about betrayal, who betrayed?
Somebody betrayed.
So when people are saying that people have betrayed Tinubu,
like I
betrayal
know you are
is part
saying.
of the game.
No, sir. Honestly,
Even in
I like your
Awolowo's
history. I like your history.
time, Awolowo was a more popular.
Yes, I like your history of.
Awolowo was a more popular. What was it? In Southwest, Akintola betrayed him. So basically, Tinubu cannot last forever as a kingmaker.
Somebody betray him.
Someone must betray him.
Now Spartacus have been a
No,
Game of Thrones.
He is part of the game.
So it's happening, but he has to go down fighting.
No,
So it's coming sword out.
You see, if you go down
You
fighting,
can't keep quiet. You can't bully Tinubu now. If he doesn't win ticket,
No.
you shake tables.
No.
And guess what? I feel a compromise. We'll come back to discuss.
no,
Hey. Tinubu cannot afford. If Tinubu should, if ABC you fuck up Tinubu, you cannot afford to have a division in their party now.
they cannot afford to do what?
Have a division in their party now.
How?
That PDP win.
I beg, call him up.
No, sorry.
Everything rubber,
I-
all
I-
these tables be rubber.
I agree to.
Take it off.
But what about this stuff?
See, I want to differ from your point of what is it? Because to be honest with you, Tinubu has not been exactly democratic. He has not been democratic. Tinubu has done a lot of things in Lagos State that has not made him exactly popular in recent times.
Like what? So
Like the toll gates.
it's not Tinubu now.
Okay, how about Alpha Beta? Can you mention Alpha Beta? Who is Alpha Beta?
People, wait, hold on. Yes.
Okay, let's not get distracted. Let's get back.
Let me react.
Let's because sometimes we can. I mean, I can feel the passion in the room, and I'm very excited because this is the first edition of Raw podcast, as raw as it can be. All the sounds you can hear it, all the nonsense.
I think we can call it many names. I have many names that I feel like we can call. We can call it beer parlor gist.
Beer parlor gist. There are many things we can call it. Raw beer parlor gist.
Yeah, exactly.
Raw educated beer parlor. Anyway, let's get back to the gist. Let's get back to his cooking.
I like how you put educated in there.
Yes, because I mean, come on now.
I mean, we are spitting facts here. They're telling us,
Bro, we have Google,
history.
we have internet.
No,
So
we
if
have their brains. Don't worry.
No, if anybody don't talk anyhow, people are googling.
We'll check it. We'll check it.
We'll check it. So we're getting back to the before we get too far, because we have spoken about, we seem to have focused on Tinubu. How long are we on this thing now? Okay, so let's focus now a little bit on this APC primary, this election. Yes, let's even go broader. let's not. We have talked about it, Tinubu and his betrayal and everything.
Is one coming up next? So
Exactly. So I think we should not focus on the primaries on APC now. It's coming out.
What do you think will come up?
Now, no. Let's talk about what would we like to come up. So I will start before I get here because we know where this is coming. Right. Yeah. Actually, I want to start with you. What would you like? Let's not go to the. What kind of candidate would you like from APC?
Yeah, thanks for that question. So for APC, for the primaries, so PDP has showed their hand. I think if you ask me, that's the strongest party or the strongest opposition to APC. Show their hand. Atiku Abubakar, same guy last election.
So you don't raise Peter Obi.
No, okay. So okay, right. Well, I also say the strongest opposition. So I understand that Peter Obi is gaining traction and force and the movement, but I'm afraid that those guys that in the villages, in the islands, in the outer lands, they don't really get this drive. And a lot of guys on social media, obviously, we know now, you don't have PVCs. That's my worry. But I believe that Peter Obi over time, every next election. So now it's PDP, APC. And Atiku is strong as it is. APC, they need to be united. A division will give Atiku ticket straight up. So this primary is very important. Tinubu has shown that he's angry. I think to me, it may look like that he's very brash, spoke anyhow, he just came out attacking and all that. But it's even good that he even spoke out. It just shows that there are a lot of problems, a lot of issues in APC right now. But if APC is a wise party, if that's to say, they should work out something right now. Oh, Tinubu, this is what it is. Let everybody decide. Yeah, if we're going to go, let's not go and embarrass our primaries because if they do that, there could be some people going defect to other parties. So imagine now, guess what now? Imagine Tinubu gets the machinery and says he's leaving APC. He's going to Labour Party. I'm not saying Obi will win, no. But I'm saying there are two things. Either APC wins, either PDP wins, or Obi gets a good chance than APC winning.
So I remember the question I was going to ask. That I lost a long time ago with alcohol and, so Tinubu said me, right? So my own was that me means that, like someone said, do you remember, and I tweeted it today, Jerry Maguire, what was that movie?
Yeah, Jerry Maguire. Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And you remember I was leaving the sport and he said, and he gave a passionate speech. I said, who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? And it was just one assistant that came. And I wondered with all this, Bababum that Tinubu, if Tinubu was to move to a Labour Party,
I think he has followers, he has supporters.
I don't know. Who do you think will go with?
No, a lot of people will go with him. I guarantee you. A lot of people. And guess what now, he has some strong back. You see like Kwanka so and Kuda behind him. He has some strong guys, yeah.
Salvin, do you really think that BAT is capable of handling the responsibilities of ruling this nation physically as well as mentally and emotionally?
So
Nigeria is a fucked up nation.
I agree.
How does BAT want to do that?
It's complex. But I think BAT has actually been contributing to some decisions in Nigeria. Remote working. I've been doing remote working since. So you have been. So
do you want me to talk? Or you want to finish?
This guy.
So let me tell you something. What BAT has done in the past is not BAT commanded a lot of respect 2015. 2022 he doesn't have that kind of respect again.
2019 he had.
Now,
7 years after, that's a whole season.
2019 he brought back Buhari.
No.
No, fine. Buhari Beckham now he come back
yes,
now. He came back now.
8 years after.
Jagaban
8 years after.
of Lagos.
With Gen Zs.
They don't have
There's no Gen Z that don't know Tinubu.
No. But what I'm trying to ask you right now. Wait. What I'm trying to tell you right now is that the clout that Jagaban commanded in 2015 is not the kind of clout he commands right now in Southwest.
I agree.
Now, let me tell you something. Let's look at all the Southwest states. Ondo states, Akeredolu is not for him. Yes or no?
Those guys, they will come back.
Wait. No.
They will come. See,
We are just trying to say
we are.
the Southwest that they claim
Shebi
that
Aregbe has
he
come back.
a clout over.
Aregbe has come back. You see.
Aregbe has not come back.
So I want wait.
Aregbe is going to be a spoiler.
So I
in
said-
the Osun State elections. He's going to be a spoiler.
I said something.
And let's wait for that election. to happen.
I believe so too. Wait, can I say
Is
something?
Fashola still
Wait.
part of the team?
Hello.
Is Fashola still part of the team?
Hello. Let's not bring people that.
Is somebody still part of the team?
Wait. Let's not bring people that not stop bringing people.
No.
Ex-girlfriends. Don't bring your girlfriends.
Can I
into
say
this
one
matter.
thing?
Why are we
Guys,
talking about
guys.
ex-girlfriends?
Wait. Bond, I want to drop another question. Both of you, the opponent contenders. And I love your opinions because one person is very antagonistic, another person is very supportive. You know, and that's the whole idea of this. But on a neutral basis, Peter Obi, what do both of you think about him? Wait, who do you guys really think is the best candidate to be the president of Nigeria? Just be very honest. Don't be politically involved now, like from your raw emotion. No. Yes, that's what citizenship is. That's what citizenship is.
Both of them are ready. Just give them the mic.
Thank you.
They are ready to. Pastor, who wants to go first?
Okay, so basically, I will tell you that in terms of moving Nigeria forward, we don't need a Tinubu because he's just going to bring his boys back to power. Yeah. Now, I said for fairness and equity and to balance the equation of political whatever in the country, I swear down, power should come back to the south.
I agree.
Power should come back to the south.
However, where is going? It's going back to north.
No, let me tell you something. Why power should come back? We can't have 16 years of northern power.
Wait. I'm sorry. I didn't expect that. So I did a sidebar.
Okay.
I'm sorry. This is a sidebar. We had a progress for this show, but APC guy to the north. Just answer that. Who's Buhari's candidate? Who do you think Buhari's candidate is?
I'm following the guy in the north now.
So you think, or who do you think that Northerner is? Because
Kwakwaso is there.
I swear that might.
Win is there.
who Kwakwaso? Is it there? Is it?
Yeah, two-time governor is there.
Sorry, Kwakwaso is in NPP. Is in NNPP. Kwakwaso is not in APC.
Sorry.
Ganduje is following Tinubu everywhere.
So my point is the first Tinubu.
He has not been screened. He wasn't screened, so he cannot even be part of the. He cannot even be.
Why is it Ganduje?
No, hello.
Two-time governor.
Hello, so he cannot even be part of APC's presidential because he wasn't even part of the screening team. He wasn't screened. No, he wasn't screened. Ganduje wasn't screened.
$10.
So basically, what I'm trying to tell you right now.
Wait. So Tayo, our co-host here, spoke about Peter Obi as a candidacy. None of us seem to expatiate on
I'm going
it.
back there.
So
That's why I told you that I believe that for fairness,
Social media.
power should come down to the south. Now, regarding the parties, PDP has come up with Atiku as their flag bearer. We are waiting for APC to come up with their flag bearer right now. Labour Party has come up with Peter Obi. For me, Peter Obi, as she mentioned, is going to be a strong force in terms of what's going to happen in the APC primaries will determine what will happen to Peter Obi. Because I can tell you for free that if they don't give Jagaban that flag bearer in the APC, he might support anybody.
Yes, now.
He support might go to anybody.
Yes.
Now, I can also tell you that
Yes,
I can also tell you that
Exclusive.
I can also tell you that Wike that lost to
It's aggrieved.
Atiku
It's aggrieved.
is also a south
It's
guy.
aggrieved,
He
it's aggrieved,
wants
it's
a
aggrieved.
southern presidency.
It's aggrieved.
He can also go anywhere.
It's aggrieved.
So basically, I'm just trying to tell you guys that see, this politics is a game of
Yes.
interest.
So
This is football.
you know
Anything
what?
can happen.
Anything can
I agree with
happen.
Obi.
Okay.
So
I think-
if Wike decides to go against his party, if Tinubu doesn't get the party ticket and decides to go against his party and decide they want to throw their votes against Peter Obi, and I can tell you also that the elites, the educated people in Nigeria right now, they want to cast their votes for a Peter Obi.
Okay, so let me just react.
So it's a dicey game.
Okay, so
It's a dicey game. This is the craziest election we are going to have.
Okay, so let's have
Let me react.
let's have Savi.
I think first of all, I agree with you on that. Peter Obi's profile, who is change, younger. I think Obi is younger, is cool. He make a good president, no doubt. But I think we can wait for 8 years. Right? This is Tinubu's.
What's it?
Tinubu to
Why not talk 4?
No, 2 terms now.
You think them two people will do 8 years?
Yeah? 68, 69-year-old man.
Baba,
69.
The queen.
That means like
Competing with the queen.
that means real age. Like 63.
So that's my point. So if you say you want Tinubu now, right? But after the 8 years, Peter Obi will be Tinubu's age now.
When
What I'm saying right now,
Trump
sorry,
came to power at age 69.
I have one
He
question.
left
wait,
at
wait,
73.
sorry. What I'm trying to say right now is that you guys don't write off anybody right now. Don't
Not young.
Wait,
Old man.
what I'm trying to tell you right now is that
That's 10 years
yeah,
younger than
what I'm trying to
9 years.
You guys listen. You guys listen.
9
you
years,
guys
I'm
listen.
talking.
You guys listen. There will still be loads of alliances after all the primaries. There will still be loads of alliances. So let's not write anybody off right now. Peter Obi is a Labour Party. He has the support of a lot of educated people who think that we need
Who don't have PVC?
No, a lot of them have PVC. No, go and look at the number of registered PVCs recently. I have the statistics right now.
4 times. Every year.
No, but I'm just saying that alliances will still happen.
So what you are believing? So this is the thing. So personally, for me, hold it. I'm telling you. So, I always believe that the Peter B candidacy for this year was to do a strong third place, right? And that third place is a good platform to have alliances with other platforms to say, okay, you know what, this guy that has 10 million, if you can do it 10 million votes, then you know people do, wow, if 10 million can vote, people can vote this guy, you know, his sons will listen. Because which is reason why Tinubu spoke to Buhari. Because Buhari had 12 million votes. And they're like, wow, anybody can do 12 million votes, you know. So my point is, with this one now, that you're looking at Peter Obi, you're looking at him more short term, that you actually believe that Peter Obi can win this election. Well, or we can maybe come close to.
No, so I've not said Peter Obi will win this election. All I've just said is that there will be loads of alliances.
Let me rephrase that question.
Okay, rephrase it.
I say you believe that if the kind of if you have the kind of disunity in APC and there's an opportunity, I should say, for Peter Obi to win the election, because the way I see it, that there's no way that we can win this election. But you are saying there's actually an opportunity
what I'm saying is that there is a very big window for Peter Obi right now, because I believe if the APC primaries don't go the way some candidates want it to go, they will probably not support the party.
No, it's obvious.
And
so
once they
Tinubu has told us what's happening.
once they don't support the party, all I'm just saying is that if they throw their weight and their financial power and they throw their war chest with a Peter Obi, it will be a very close one. And let me tell you something. Whoever expected Wike against an Atiku who has been a party guy for 30 years to actually nearly win an Atiku? If not for Tambuwa, I swear to God. If not for Tambuwa, I swear to God, Wike was almost going to floor Atiku.
But I don't give a gap now.
But it was 200 and something against 300 and something.
Yeah,
and I can guarantee you, out of that vote of that 200 and something that Atiku got, a lot of it was for Tambuwa.
Tambuwa got about 100.
So now for Labour Party to work, even if Tinubu and then this guy should join, what's his name?
That's a very, very good point.
Hold on, even if Tinubu should join Labour Party to support what's his name, Obi.
So
They need some strong northern delegation, because the truth is that they need to divide. And so now Atiku is there. APC may feel the northern guy. They need a third guy just to share the votes in the north.
Now let me tell you that third guy that has come into the picture.
Okay.
The third guy that has come into the picture is Kwankwaso.
So
Kwankwaso is now NNPP. Mm-hmm. Now they are freeing the NNPP and Labour Party are going to form a coalition.
So they are stronger.
NNPP and they form a coalition, they will split the votes in the north. Trust me about that.
That should be the strategy. That's the strategy.
See, it's a crazy election year.
So who do you believe will get VP if that happens? Who will get VP? Who will get
what?
Presidency?
No, I'm not going to speculate on that yet. But I'm just trying to let you understand that this year's election or this 2023 election is going to be a mad one, because a lot of people don't even understand. A lot of people don't even understand how it's going to swing. So right now we are looking at it that, see, there are going to be loads of coalitions that are going to come in, and when they come in, trust me, I don't know.
So this is the thing that Olupi. Oh wait, I want to say something now, and this is beautiful that we are seeing this podcast, right? And it's the first of many podcasts. See, like, I'm even loving the way this podcast is. So the energy of the fucking thing is crazy. Okay, we need to end. My director is telling me we need to end. Okay, so I'm going to say my point. Hey, cut him off. So it's now final thoughts. So this is my final thoughts, right? Now I'm loving the energy of this podcast. Now Olupi came with me with a thing, all right? And he's talking about coalitions that I did not expect to come in this election, right? I expected that people will come together, right, and then try and do some coalitions, but I didn't expect it to be in this election. But Lupi is now letting me know that there's still time.
Laughs in Obi is a great city.
So there's still time.
Laughs in Showore.
So fuck Showere. Anyway, and I'll say that with my full chest. Fuck Showere. So
with my front chest.
I said. So anyway, back to where I'm coming from now. Is where I'm saying that, look, this is where I'm coming. I've always said that there are only two people that can vote with my conscience in this election, and I will say it in any podcast, right, till now. Now, someone else might come in between, I'm not sure, maybe, but let me not call names. But at the moment, it's either Antusi Banjo or Peter Obi. So those are the...
How?
Anyway, so no, this is my final thought. Hello. We'll talk about this in the next episode. So that's where but we can go back to it now. We have time. to do this. I might change this point of view as we go ahead in this podcast.
I'll react to your end.
No, I'm sorry.
Little
No.
while
If as time goes on, I might know more about people.
Yeah.
And I want people to actually know about this election season.
Please,
let's more know about candidates.
So let
But this
more
is first
of
more about
the
this.
change.
Yes.
Change regularly this election period. Let's have.
We're going to talk about this. We're going to do.
So I'll react to your.
We'll be here.
That's
We'll be
all
here.
right, yeah.
This is
After the primaries, we should come back here.
Yes, we should.
After the primaries, we should come back
Oliver.
here.
no. See, you know what? We'll have probably another podcast next week, as is a hot.
After the primaries, after the APC primaries.
Exactly.
We'll discuss the results, what we predicted, what we saw, what we missed,
Yeah.
and all that.
So
But I'm sure Blagaban.
So this is fantasy. What are we playing? Is this fantasy Nigerian league?
You got.